Morning Year 2 and welcome to another math session. In today's session we're going to be recapping how to calculate change. So when we're thinking about money, we're thinking about using money in the real world. How do we calculate the change? Okay? Let's have a look at this question, for example. So here we've got a list of lots of different stationery and how much they cost. Here, my question is, I buy a rubber. A rubber. How much change do I get from a 50p coin? Because remember, there's no such thing as a 30p coin. So how much change do I get from a 50p coin? And when I'm thinking about change, I'm thinking about how much money there is left over. Okay? So what do I need to do? When I'm calculating how much there is left over, and when I'm calculating the change, I need to think about subtraction. Because if you remember, when we were looking at how to calculate the change, we were using subtraction a lot. Okay, so I have a 50p coin and I need to find out how much change I would get after buying a rubber that costs 30p. Okay, so this is my number sentence. 50p take away 30p, and using column subtraction, 50p take away 30, 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 3 is 2. So my answer is going to be 20p. So when I'm thinking about calculating the change, I need to be thinking about subtraction. Okay? Let's go on to the next question. So again, here's a list of stationery. I buy a pencil and a crayon. So a pencil, that costs 20p, and a crayon that costs 20p. How much change do I get from a 50p? So with these questions, it's a bit tricky because remember, when we're looking at, if we're buying more than one thing, we need to add the total up first and then take it away from how much I'm paying with, okay? So I bought a pencil and a crayon. So a pencil costs 20p and a crayon costs 20p. So I need to add them up together in total. So again, we're recapping what we've already done. So 0 plus 0 is 0, 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so in total, I need 40p, and I need to find out how much change I get from a 50p coin. And here is when we take away. So 50 minus 40, 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 4 is 1. My answer is going to be 10p. Okay, so for these questions, we're going to sort of work through them together. Let's have a look. So I buy a crayon and a felt tip pen. So what I want you to do now is, and you can pause the video afterwards, I want you to calculate how much a crayon and a felt tip pen costs in total. Go. Are we ready? So a crayon, 20p, plus a felt tip pen, which costs 65p. So I need to add them together, so 0 plus 5 is 5, 6 plus 2 is 8. So 85p. So my next step is, how much change do I get from a £1 coin? If you remember, a £1 coin, how many pennies is that? Good, 100. So now, I need to calculate the change. I need to do 100 minus 85. Off you go. Are we ready? Let's have a look. 0 minus 5. I can't do that. I need to go to the next column, my tens column. Oh, they haven't got, I can't take any numbers there either. So then I have to go to the next column. I cross off my 1 and that becomes a 0. And then, so let me use another colour to make this. So then this becomes a 10. But remember, I need 1 for my ones column. So I cross the 10 and that becomes a 9. And that becomes a 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5, good. And 9 minus 8 is 1, excellent. So my answer is going to be 15p, okay? Well done. Let's go on to the next question. So, I buy 2 small envelopes. How much change do I get from a 50p coin? So I buy 2 small envelopes. So firstly, I want you to calculate how much 2 small envelopes cost in total. Go. Are we ready? Let's have a look. So 2 small envelopes, so 20p plus another 20p. My answer is, good, 40p. Well done. For my next step, I need to calculate how much change I get from a 50p coin. So now I need to do 50p minus 40p. Off you go. Are we ready? 50p minus 40p. We know my answer is 10p. And remember, in between, make sure you pause your video so you've got time to work out each step by yourself. Well done. Let's move on to the next question. So, I buy one small envelope and one large envelope. How much change do I get from a £1 coin? Okay, so I want you now to calculate how much a small envelope and how much a large envelope costs all together. Off you go. Are we ready? Let's have a look. So a small envelope is 20p and a large envelope is 40p. So I know that 20 plus 40, so 0 plus 0 is 0, 2 plus 4 is 6, so that's 60p. How much change do I get from a £1 coin? Remember, a £1 coin is how many pennies? Good, 100. So 100 minus 60. Off you go. Are we ready? Let's have a look. So remember, so 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 6 is, oh, hang on, that's not right. I need to go to the next column. That becomes a 0, and that becomes a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Excellent, well done. So the answer is 40p. So these types of questions, even though when we're thinking about change, we're thinking about subtraction, they require 2 steps, okay? And it's up to you to read the question carefully and make sure that when you're calculating the change, so how much is left over, we're thinking about subtraction, okay? So on that note, I'm going to leave you with some questions that I want you to have a go at. So using this price list, here are some questions where you need to calculate the change for yourself. And don't forget to post any home learning on our Year 2 Twitter page. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.